What's good, everybody? It's that boy Mo629 coming to y'all with another edition of the Started On It Finish It podcast. This time we about to talk about 10 fitness myths, right? Common fitness myth that is common in the fitness industry, common that people believe in, and we're gonna talk about them and we're gonna debunk them. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna debunk these fitness myths and tell you the truth, right? One of the main things that with H1 Warrior and me, obviously, CEO H1 Warrior, want to talk about is just I want to be transparent and be honest and simplify the complex world of fitness, right? There's a lot of bro science out there. There's a lot of fake science, fake news out there, and in the fitness industry that is out there. So I want to break it down, bust the myths, and keep it truthful. So we're gonna start off with number one, right? Number one is people believe that muscle turns into fat if you stop working out, right? Muscle and fat are two different tissues. So what happens is muscle do not turn into fat if you stop working out. You may lose your muscle density, right, if you stop working out, which is the hardness of the muscle. And it may become soft, right? It may gain fat on top of the muscle, which makes it seem like you lose your muscle. I mean, muscle you have to feed, right? You have to feed it protein, and you have to tear it down so it'll build up. You have to keep working it out in order for it to stay strong, dense, hard, and firm. So what happens is if you stop working out, the firmness, the density will go away. So it seems like the churning in the fat, but it's not really turning into fat. You're just losing the firmness of the muscle, and then like the muscle mass as well. You're losing muscle mass because you're not building muscle. It doesn't turn into fat. Fat covers it. So that's the truth right there. Number two, stretching prevents injuries, right? So the truth is, and I understand, people try to say if you stretch, you won't get injured. You get injured doing anything. If you stretch and you do an exercise with improper form, or you do ego lifting, you are prone to get injured. I found people doing ego lifting with weightlifting with chest presses, bench presses, and they tear a pec, right? And then people twist their ankle or pull a groin or snap a quad, tear a quad or whatever. I've seen plenty of injuries. But static stretching before a workout doesn't necessarily prevent injury. Dynamic warm-ups and proper movement patterns have been shown to be more effective in injury prevention, not 100% prevention, but movement patterns so for example, if I were to do squats, right, what I would do for squats is obviously leg swings and stuff like that for dynamic stretching. I will actually do half squats, and then I do full body weight squats to get, a movement pattern to get my muscles acclimated to the movement before I add more weight to add strain to my muscle. Those are examples, right? Like some people do the little leg stretches and stuff like that, But to getting your muscles warmed up and the blood flowing as well into the muscle helps with injury prevention versus static stretching and versus not stretching at all. Number three, carbs make you fat, right? Now, this is kind of like a tricky one, right? Because people can confuse water weight with fat. Carbs are your body's primary energy source. Now, this is debatable within the ketogenic community, debatable within just the low carb community, and but what it is that if you overeat any macronutrient, right, it has no place to store and it converts into fat. Anything. So it's like I said, it's a tricky one. They were like, oh, too many carbs make it fat. Too much protein can make it fat because the body can't digest the protein. Too much fat can make you fat because the body can't digest the fat. It has to go somewhere. You see what I'm saying? If it's not being exerted as energy, it has to be stored. And it gets stored as fat. So not carbs, fat, or protein, right, can lead to weight gain if you consume too much of it. And then a lot of it, can be confused with water weight as well. Carbs is carbohydrates mean water, but so water weight can be confused as fat, but it's just water weight. Number 4, you need to work out for hours to see results, right? This is a big misconception where people think they gotta be in the gym for 2 or 3 hours just to see results, right? To see results, honestly, if depending on what your goal is, nutrition is always key, right? Nutrition is key. If you're working out in the gym, whatever, you're breaking down your muscles and all that stuff. Your muscles are torn down. You need to replenish your muscles with the proper nutrients for them to grow. You need to eat properly for your metabolism to spike. You know what I'm saying? To have a furnace of a metabolism so your body can burn weight. You know what I'm saying? Burn the fat, burn the calories and stuff like that. So, and the thing about it is too, like sometimes like short intense workouts like HIIT or strength training can be just as effective as long sessions, right? Consistency matters more than duration, right? So if you work out 2 hours for 2 days a week or whatever versus 5 days a week at 1 hour each, or 5 days a week at a half hour each, half hour each day, then consistency will be more key than long workouts. And then you got to also think too, like if you work out too long, you cause more stress to your body, which stress to your body means stress hormones, which is cortisol levels. Spike cortisol levels mean, guess what? Your metabolism going to take a shit, and your metabolism take a shit. What happens? You're not going to lose the weight that you want to lose because you're not burning the weight because your metabolism has taken a shit, flat out. So that is a big misconception. So you want to find that that medium. You see what I'm saying? That medium point to where maybe an hour a day to work out. You know what I'm saying? So hour and a half top max, 90 minutes max. If you want to get in cardio and weight training in the same workout, or if you just want weight training in one workout, I max it out to about an hour. If you want cardio, depending on the cardio exercise that you do, 30 minutes, 45 minutes max. You don't have to spend hours on end in the gym to get results, especially if you got the right nutrition plan, the right macros. At the end of the day, hours in the gym means nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the misconception of the old school bodybuilding days. Ooh, you need to work out 2-3 hours, but you're not a bodybuilder, hell. So number 5. I believe it's number 5. Yep, number 5. More workouts equals more gains, right? So you figure the more you work out, the more gains you're gonna get, right? 7 days a week. Me particularly, I work out 7 days a week, but here's my workout split. I work out with weights 5 days a week, and I work out active recovery day 1 day, and then one of those two of those days are just strictly cardio days, stretching days, stuff like that. Active recovery as well. Just keep my mind or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like on Sunday, I don't lift weights at all. I don't lift weights on Sundays. I barely lift weight on Saturdays. I got a strict leg day, and then the other 4 days I got another cardio day, to keep my heart pumping. You know what I'm saying? I'm over 40, so keep my heart pumping. And then other days, bicep, back, shoulders, traps, chest, triceps, and leg. Like I said, leg day, and then I got active recovery days. Stretching, foam rolling, stuff like that. And then also too, some days I just sit in the sauna on those active recovery days as well. Sit in the sauna, you know what I'm saying, get my sweat going. So, you know what I'm saying, release my body of those toxins. You know what I'm saying? So all right, number 6, if you're not sweating, you're not working hard enough, right? So a girl that I follow named Maddie, I follow her and I really like her content. She deals with her clientele of women, and one of her reels was talking about if you're not sweating, you're not working out hard enough or whatever. It's a myth, right? And she's right about that. Because honestly, I really don't even sweat that much anymore, honestly, when I work out. But sweat is just a way of your body cooling down, right? It's not an indicator of how many calories you're burning, Some workouts like strength training can be highly effective if you don't sweat much, right? Like people do cardio and stuff like that, and they wear sauna suits and stuff like that, and to drop the water weight. Now, if you want to drop water weight, the sauna suit to me look kind of goofy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a big proponent of the sauna suit itself, right? Like the waist, like the ones you put around your waist and stuff like that. I don't really mind that, you know what I'm saying? Because you sweat more around the waist if it's water weight. You see what I'm saying? So if it's water weight, then I get that you're trying to burn water weight, but also you can lose water weight with diet as well, like dandelion, asparagus is a natural diuretic, stuff like that too. So as far as you got like if you're bloating and stuff like that, some people drink a lot, eat a lot, and there's high sodium meals where they gain a lot. I've known a woman to gain 20. She said she gained about 20 pounds over a weekend. 20 pounds. It's all water weight. You know what I'm saying? She was a fitness competitor. She's very lean. She just pigged out on pastries, on high sodium foods, and she had on a sweatsuit. I'm like, what the hell are you wearing? And she was like, I gotta lose all this water weight. And I'm like, all right, but you also gotta hydrate yourself too. Like if you got this sweatsuit on, you gotta hydrate yourself because what happens is you get too dehydrated, you can die. If you get too dehydrated, you can die. So be careful with that too. So yeah. 7. Number 6, I believe this is 7. No pain, no gain, right? So this is a big one. So some discomfort is normal, but pain is a warning sign of a potential injury, right? Listen to your body and focus on smart, progressive training. I always talk about being smart in your weight training and your fitness journey. Be smart, especially if you got smart goals. If you're working out and there's a pain, don't try to power through that, dog. At the end of the day, you have to understand what's causing the pain, right? Like I had bad shoulder pain before, and I would go light on my shoulder workouts. I didn't try to go heavy as possible. I would nurse my shoulder, and eventually my shoulder got better. I'm not even trying to like overexert with my shoulder now. Like if I go a little bit heavy and I feel like a little bit of a twinge or a ping, whatever you want to call it, I don't even mess with that, right? At the end of the day, I'll go lighter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to re-aggravate an injury. You got to be smart, especially when you get older, right? When you get older, your body don't heal like it used to. You see what I'm saying? Like your body heals slower than it used to when you were younger. So unless you want to be out there and, you know what I'm saying, injured like a mug, on some ego shit, no, I'm cool. I'm cool. You gotta work out smarter. And that's the thing too, like I don't have as many injuries now because I'm working out smarter. I listen to my body. If it hurts, I look at my form, I see why it hurts, and then I'll make adjustments. And actually when I see people working out, I'm like, damn, they about to injure themselves. So in training too, you gotta work out with proper form to prevent injury. Prevent the injury, you stay working out, stay lifting heavy, stay lifting comfortable enough, whatever, right? You stick in the gym, you ain't got a shoulder brace on, you ain't walking on crutches, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta miss the gym, none of that. So yeah. So number 8, we're gonna go down to number 8, right? So number 8, a myth that is common within the fitness industry, that's cardio is the best way to lose weight. All right? A lot of people think if you do cardio, you'll be losing weight. Weight loss starts with proper nutrition and a calorie deficit. Period. That's the secret. Calorie deficit. You understand what I'm saying? Calorie deficit. So, while cardio does burn calories, the combination of strength training and proper nutrition is the best way to burn fat and keep it off long term. Now, cardio is just that for cardiovascular health, right? Your heart rate is up. It helps you burn calories, yes. So does strength training. But your heart rate, cardio is for the heart as well. You see what I'm saying? So the heart, to me, is probably outside of it's the most important muscle in your body. your heart. Because without your heart, you don't live. So that's why I incorporate cardio into my workout plans, because at the end of the day, I want to keep this heart thumping. I want to keep it strong. And I don't want to get winded. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to get winded. I want to have endurance. I want to have stamina, all that. So cardio to me helps with that. But to some people, cardio may be the best way to lose weight. But like I said, at the end of the day, calorie deficit helps you lose weight. Period. So number 9, this is another big one. You can spot reduce fat, right? And a lot of companies within the fitness industry selling products, selling hardware, would like to make you think that if you use this, you will get that, like a 6-pack or something like that, and you'll lose weight around your abs and stuff like that. You may see stuff on TikTok Shop that promote that stuff, but are thinking doing 100 sit-ups to give you 6-pack abs, or if you have excess body fat, fat loss happens evenly across your body. You can't determine, unless you get surgery, you cannot determine where your body's going to burn the fat first. Now, there are some people who know where the body fat on their body leaves first. Like, if some women know that they lose fat in their legs and their butt first before they lose it in their stomach, or vice versa, or they lose it in their arms and versus their stomach first, they know that because that's just the way their body functions, right? Like for me particularly, I know that body fat on me reduces on my stomach and my back first before anywhere else, my chest, anywhere else. So I know that for a fact. And finally, number 10, right? This is for the women out here. Lifting weights make you bulky. Strength training helps build lean muscle, which actually boosts metabolism and helps burn fat. Women in particular don't bulk up easily due to lower testosterone levels. Now, if you can name me one natural female that lifts weights that's bulky as hell, that you don't want to get that bulky, show me her workout regimen. I can list tons of women who lift weights that are not bulky. A couple of them I did a podcast on. Tiffany Stratton, she's not bulky. She might be gaining a little weight, but she's not bulky, right? Charlotte Flair, she's not bulky. Sha'Carri Richardson, she's not bulky. Who else? Who else lifts weights? You know what I'm saying? There's a plethora. Rhea Ripley, she lifts weights. She's not bulky. You see what I'm saying? So there's a pattern here. When you look at natural females who lift weights, right, that do not take testosterone or any muscle building drug, right, versus the women that do take those muscle building drugs and are not natural, right? So you got women out there like that, and you can kind of tell who's natural and who's not natural, and they're bulky. And you also got to look at the type of workout regimen they're doing. Some of them may be power lifters, right? They may be heavy set sort of women, thick women who are power lifters. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they'll get bulky because they're power lifting, right? They're lifting heavy, maximized weight, so they'll get a little bit thicker or whatever. But lifting weights in general for females, you will not get bulky. Plenty of women that I see in the gym that lift weights, they're not bulky at all. They're not manly looking. They're very feminine looking. They're just shapely. And when you say that, that's just a cop-out to me. Oh, I don't want to get bulky. I don't want to look like a man. You're not going to look like a man because you ain't got the testosterone of a man. Period, point blank. Right? And there's even men out there that lift weights that ain't even bulky. They got testosterone too. The only reason they get real big because they on the juice. They ain't natty neither. So you gotta look at that. So that's what I got for this podcast. Top 10 fitness myths, right, that you may have said or may have inquired about, may have wondered about and thought that they were true, but I just debunked that myth, all of them. So there's more myths too, but I just wanted to hit the most common myths that are within the fitness industry for newbies or beginners that really don't know what the truth is. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in to this podcast episode. I really didn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think this was too much of a long one for y'all. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you learned a lot from it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to me follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. I'm on everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm on Castbox. I'm on Amazon, I'm on Amazon Music. I'm on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, you know what I'm saying? You can find me anywhere. That boy Mo629, started on and finish it podcast, H1 Warrior. Until next time, you know what it is. Start it, own it, finish it.